Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are watching, I am grateful. I am going to do a viewer request. It's going to be a pure viewer request because I do not know much about this guy. Julian Assange. I guess he is an Australian editor and publisher and activist who founded the WikiLeaks. I don't know much about that guy. So this is definitely going to be a pure reading. I like pure readings more than any other. Sometimes I think if I know a lot about a person, I sometimes want something else to come true. You know, I still rely on the cards to tell me the truth. But I kind of get disappointed when, say, you know, I think this person's awful and the devil didn't show up. You know what I mean? I get kind of disappointed. So I really like pure readings. I have no expectations of what Spirit wants me to have. And right now I'm just lighting a little bit of sage, kind of clearing my air, making sure that I leave it open for the Spirit's energy to come through and do its thing. So I like to throw a little sage in the situation. Kind of sage my stuff. Sometimes I do that. Kind of get a little stuff. Oops. I like this little lamp. It's so tiny and it's versatile, see, and it comes down and it's just perfect for my little table. I absolutely love it. All right. So with that said, and then I always ask God, let me be a hollow bone, so that Spirit can show up and move through me through this beautiful artwork that He has provided for us to use. And I do believe that. I do believe Spirit has given us all the tools that we've ever needed to know about life, including the art of reading cards and doing the pendulum and whatever else. I mean, there's so many things out there that people do. You know, I watched Anna, I think it's Anna. Oh gosh, I hope I'm not saying her name wrong. But she was doing a reading on Trump's body language, and she also gets smells, I guess, which is fascinating. That's a pretty awesome little talent that you got, you know, all these things that people get, and I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so I got out my energy cards because I want to tap into the energy of Julian Assange. I really hope I'm saying that right too. I get a little tongue-tied every so often, and that's what happens to Sheila. All right, so yes, my name is Sheila, and I am grateful that you're all here. So let's do a reading on Assange. Let's tap into the energy of Julian Assange. Julian Assange. I automatically got a visual of either a cigar or a pipe. I don't know what that was about, but it was like, boom. Let's tap into the energy of Assange. Julian Assange. All right, let's do it. You hear little pitter-patters in the background. It's my little doggy upstairs going to the bathroom, or going outside to go to the bathroom and getting food and stuff like that. So you're not going crazy. You do hear little pitter-patters of the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. I have clarifiers over here. I have my haunted deck, and I also have this guy. I found these. They're a mystical keeper. And they kind of confused me at first, but they're great for clarifying situations and just, you know, adding a little bit more information on that. So I have my little clarifying. And my haunted deck, whew, I love my haunted deck. All right, let's see what we've got. Action. Action, action, action. What does this mean? He's an action guy. He took action on something. He took action. He wasn't going to sit around and wait for somebody else to discover it. He says that this information has to get out, and I'm going to do it, and I'm willing to take the hit. I'm going to take action on a situation. I'm the actor. I'm going to do it. His foundation and his reset button is taking action on situations. A man holding a heart. Man holding a heart. So the heart of the situation is what came up for me. The heart of the situation. It's like he had the absolute heart of the situation. Like he had the goods, the real goods on something. You know how the truth, like the heart of the situation, he knew something from the beginning, like where it came from, the heart of it. Envy. Envy. This is behind him. Envy. I don't know. Maybe in his lifetime, he's always wanted to be famous or in the spotlight, or he had an envy of, I don't know. I have to throw some color for it, but it just seems like his envy is what produces action, but it doesn't feel like a very healthy envy. Like you know how in like the deadly sins envy kind of thing, you know, like he just wanted to be somewhere so badly and he envious of it, a very, very envious person. So I don't know if that cornucopia. Cornucopia is what is a top. So cornucopia is abundance. He had tons and tons and tons of information. That's what that says. Tons of information. He was in abundance. That was what it was. That's kind of like what dropped into his lap. Just dropped into his lap. What's underneath? The thinking man. He thought about this situation for a long time before he did it. He's weighing his odds. What's going to happen? Am I going to be in trouble? Am I going to live? Oof. He thought about it because he doesn't know if he's going to live through it. Like, he would be killed for this type of information. Indecision. Going forward. Indecision. That goes with the thinking man, his indecision. That was going forward, his indecision. I got like he did something and now he regrets it. Like it makes him sick to think that he did it that way. His indecision. So this represents him, his thinking, what he was at the time, and this is it came from the heart. His decision to do this came directly from the heart. That when he finally came out and took action on a situation, he didn't do it for any other reason other than through his heart. Door of value. It was also valuable information that he had. Extremely valuable information that he had. Extremely valuable. The temple path. I don't know if this guy is a religious guy. This card kind of indicates that maybe he was. that he thought he had prayed, and he prayed really, really hard. The temple path means that, you look for guidance, you prayed, you went to church, you really, really thought on the situation and the decision that you were going to make. The outcome, the thinking woman. It sounds like a plan. Like he talked to somebody else, could have been a woman, doesn't mean this is a woman. Talked to somebody else and came up with a plan on how to get this information out into the world, this valuable information out into the world. So this is a record, because I am pure on it. I have no idea what he did or any of the story or what he is. So it looks like he had valuable information. Excuse me. He took action on some valuable information, but he had he had the heart knowledge of it. He knew it. For some reason, maybe he was an envious man prior to that. This is his thing. And then now he's in indecision. Whether, that decision was right, wrong. It's like, well, I don't know what to do type of thing going forward. And maybe it's a current situation right now, near future. I don't know what to do about this. He took action. He had some information. He thought really hard about it. It came from his heart. He had valuable information. He even took it to his higher power, his God, to ask and see what kind of direction. And then he had a partner, possibly a woman, to walk to think about the situation and help him out with it. Interesting. I hope that helps you, alternative. She's the one that asked for this reading, so I hope this makes a whole heck of a lot more sense to you and anybody else that knows this guy, and it does to me. So, thanks. Let's see, what else can we do? What other reading can we do this morning? Let's see. Let's see if the energy of the bill. No, because I think that's, I don't know. Let's go over here. Let's get my Celtic Tarot out. My Celtic Tarot, which I love. Let's do just the energy. You know what's happening in my town right now? They're canceling everything. Church, school. They took the kids out of school a week earlier than the spring break. Events that I was going to go to this month have been canceled. All meetings. Like if you're going to go meet anywhere with anyone, it's pretty much canceled. There is a community that I am involved in here, and somebody kind of went to one of those places. I wasn't there, and tested positive for the coronavirus. So even my town is really not giving us an accurate count. I don't even know if they know the accurate count because of lack of testing. I think every person on this continent should be tested at this point. Just get out there and just do it. And I think the government should just suck up the price on that. If you can throw money at over here and over there and just anywhere and billions of dollars, I think a test you can absorb just to save this community. It's not like everybody passes away with this coronavirus. It is just that once it is so rampant that we have a very vulnerable community, our elderly and our youngest, our young children. we're going to wipe out our wisdom, and then we're going to wipe out our future if we don't get a handle on this. It's just very, very scary. And the people who do have low or immune systems that are not up to par. I'm thinking about, what about the drug addiction community, which I'm talking about the ones that are in recovery, say, that they do have a future and they can be something of themselves. What about them? I just think about all of them. I just take a breath, and I don't believe that we should panic. I don't think that's the solution. I believe that we should hit this with positive energy, and going forward as light workers, that's the go-to thing, is always hit a situation with light and love. And we know from many, many, many situations that's the answer, more than any answer out there. But gosh, even my committee, we're just all going to be sitting at home soon. We're going to be sitting at home for about a month just to get rid of all of this. Very interesting. All right, so let's do the energy of do the energy of the USA. That's always interesting. What's at the base of, I'm drinking my coffee if that's what you're hearing. What's the base? Let's do the energy of the USA. 4 of Cups. Interesting. Lovers. The Magician. Knight of Cups. The Emperor. We all know who that is. Ooh, this came up. Knight of Wands. We are not being rescued. 6 of Cups. Death. So much death. Wands upside down. Ooh, that looks pretty serious. And the outcome, the Sun. Things will come to light. All right. So let's see what we hear. 4 of Cups, 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. We're so many people in this country just wants to get it together and have a concise plan and get it together. Just get it together. That's what America wants. Get it together, right? The Lovers. We want to fall in love with our country again. Get it together. We know what to do. We have so many professionals and so many knowledgeable people here in the United States that if we can just get the disinformation out of the way and get the real information, I think that's what's going to work with everybody. Stop believing that it's a hoax and the Democrats are doing this to punish Trump for some reason. I don't get it. The Magician, that's what has come up behind us. The Magician, the fakeness, the fake information, fake. Crazy. The Knight of Cups. The Spirit is with us, whether we believe it or not. Whatever you think about, Spirit is with the United States so strongly, with us and with everybody, even at the White House. Spirit is trying to do their very best to. I just got that there has been a coven, or I don't know what a coven is, but there's been a serious amount of people asking for Spirit to help. So if anybody knows that they're in that realm or they've been involved in that, I just got that information. The Emperor that's below us. This guy here, I don't know. He at this point in time, he's just got to go. He's just got to go. Upside down. We are not being taken care of. We do not have that knight in shining armor helping with the United States. it's just not coming. We're not all going to be, saved like we're used to, I guess. Six of Cups. Unfortunately, these are all of the sick people. All those little lights, all the little sick people, and some, this has a whole other meaning, but this is what I feel when I picked it up. Like the nurses and the doctors and the people, they're just trying to take care of all the sick people at this point. That's our focus right now. Whether you believe that it's a hoax, or whether you believe that this is a pandemic, like this is something really, really serious, and somewhere in between. Either way, we're gonna have a lot of sick people, and I hope they make it through. That's the honest to God's truth. And a doctor is not thinking about politics. He's thinking about, or she thinking about, saving lives. That's what their concentration is on, and keeping their people. And we're going to have a lot of death. The end. Ugh. And this one here is upside down, 5 of Wands. If you can see, there's a guy at the bottom and there's 2 dragons, and they're fighting the big dragon. I hope it being upside down doesn't mean that we're losing, but they're fighting the big dragon. They're fighting the big dragon, and the outcome is the sun. This will all come to light. All come to light. And I think even his base is going, not all of them, because, some of them are just too far gone. But a lot of them, they're all going to start waking up. They're going to start waking up. Maybe they have to lose a loved one in order for them to wake up. Sometimes that happens. You have to go through a tragedy before you get cracked open enough to wake up to the information. It's sad when it happens, but sometimes it's necessary. So yeah, it's going to get rough before it gets better, people. Just hang in there. Do your work. Keep positive. Be safe. Right? Be safe. Wash your hands. Sanitize your home, your car. Be mindful about what you're touching throughout the day, and stay away from sick people. All right. Be good to yourself. Thanks.